Okay, so this is this True Photo Photography Studio, right? Here we plan to create family heirlooms. We plan to allow people to take that true picture of themselves. So we say, come in, have some fun, be yourself, be natural, and leave the professionalism to us. But the creative part, we're gonna work together and do, right? So all around the walls, I posted up some things that allow people to see how much joy that people actually have being photographed, right? And so I'm hoping that this area, which I think is new to this, will be really receptive to it because it's something that we don't have anymore. We don't have big family pictures and fun stuff around anymore. Everything has been micro-sized. So anyway, welcome, Brittany. I hope that your school project or what you're working on and shadowing our good friend and entrepreneur Montez, or itsmontez.com. Duh. Anyway, welcome. Thanks, Montez.
Thank you. I appreciate the warm welcome. I definitely do like what you're doing here. I love the photos. It definitely captures what you're going for, like the joy of them, you know, what you're going for. And, you know, talking about your family heirloom, that's a good idea because, like you said, you don't really see a whole lot of big photos anymore. Like, I know that I don't have a whole lot of big photos of my family. Yeah. So just to know that what you're going for is a really good idea.
Well, I'm trying to save people from I grew up with one picture, right? And it was a picture for me graduating from the 8th grade with my eyes closed. Looking like this, right? And that's all I got. I don't have pictures of my coming of age. I don't have pictures of my mom and dad, my grandparents. I don't have any of that. And I'm not the only person, right? So we're gonna bridge that gap, right?
It seems like, yeah.
And Montez has always been a big part of it. He's right here. So let me get a seat for you and for myself. And what this is this is where we kind of size people up, right? Because I get here, I got the television screen right here, right? So I would just take some fun pictures, natural pictures of you, just being yourself. Then I will show you how actually beautiful you are without a lot of props, without a lot of makeup, you know, just you, naturally. That's what true photo is. So many times we don't get a chance to do that. Then I would bring you over here. So come step over here by the red backdrop. And then over here, I would take some head shots and some 3/4 body shots of you, right? And then come over here behind, go behind that blue thing, that great thing there. This is what they call an highlighter, right? So this lights up your chin, under your eyes. So when I snap pictures of you, I get to see you like I'm looking at you. I don't get to see you when it removes the shadows. And then when I put this big modifier on you, it wraps you in light completely. There will be no shadows, right? Wraps you in light, makes it a soft thing. Now, if I were to bring you over here and say, okay, Brittany, I want you under this light. Well, this is a smaller light. That means it's going to fall off faster. It's going to be a little harder, but it's going to be nice and sharp, right? So your features, everything, your jawline, everything will just be perfect, right? And it'll trap your hair color, everything, right? And then there's much more. I got stuff over here that I plan to do with big groups of people at archways and stuff. And then I'm going to build up a couple of spring sets.
That's be fun.
Yeah, we'll have some tulips and some grass and some boxwood walls. It's going to be really nice, but it's mainly meant for somebody to come in here. If you're not getting your picture taken, we do ask that you wait up front, because I found out that people are more natural in front of the camera if it's just them and the camera and maybe the photographer. But if your mom and your dad and your girlfriends I know you ain't doing that, you know, all of that stuff. So this is
it does become a distraction.
Right. Well, I mean, because this is about you, uninterrupted, right? So that's what these curtains do. They create a barrier that makes this is your world. So I might take a wall light and change that wall blue or white or green. So it's just, but all the while, I'll keep you updated. you'll be able to see the work that we're doing because I'll stay tethered.
Well, as I mentioned about my school project about shadowing, this is something I'm liking it too because I've been changing my career path into being a photographer.
Wow.
Yeah, mine's gonna be more of animals and marine animals and stuff like that, a mix of everything. Because I really like animals and I enjoy taking photos of just anything really that catches my eyes.
You've got photos, you got a category.
Yeah.
Catalog.
Yeah.
What about children?
I have a few. I used to have a lot of photos on my old phone of my cousins running around. I have photos of my mom's friends. I used to take photos a lot. My brother, all that fun jazz.
Well, you know what? Photography is it's a real natural thing, so it'll be easy for you. See how natural you are? It's a real natural thing. It's not something that you have to you have to use your imagination. And you have to allow energy to flow through you to somebody else, or learn to draw somebody else's, even if it's an animal, right? So I hope this helps your school project. I hope that you're shadowing Montez and coming down to True Photo Studio. I hope these things kind of bring into frame, the possibilities of where you could go, how you could get there, and how to connect. Right?
Here, yeah.
You got it?
Yeah, I got it.
All right, well, welcome once again to True Photo Photography Studio.
Thank you. We're at the WMMG 93.5 FM. It's a radio station that you can play on your radio or anywhere that has some sort of connection to radio itself. So we're actually about to walk in to check it out. This is the inside. Hi.
Okay, so this is my office. This is where I work. I get off the air, I'll do my, stuff on the air, and I'll do the talk show, and then I'll get off the air, and I'll come in here and work on different things. I'll work on paperwork, behind the scenes stuff, putting in commercials. We have to, every commercial that plays on the air has to be logged in through a computer program here. And so, like if we get an order from Big O Tires for 4 commercials a day at, $14 or, whatever it is, we'll have to key those into the system and make sure that it's in here so it's ready to play when it goes out to the air on the dates that it's supposed to make. A lot of detail. You gotta, when you're doing this side of things, you gotta pay attention to a lot of detail. It's a lot of precision. It's a lot of, making sure your I's are dotted and your T's are crossed. And it takes a certain, I kind of tend to be one of those people that's like one of those analytical type of personalities. I ask a lot of how questions and why questions and things, and so, it takes, a certain type of personality to be able to look at everything and say, okay, well, this has got to go here, that's got to go there. It's a lot of detail, it can be tedious and repetitive, but it's, it has to be done to make sure that stuff gets played when it's supposed to.
Now, do you have like a set on schedule for every different company that would like to have like a 30-second video on air? Is it like a set on schedule, like Big Tires?
Yeah, so it's 30-second. It's 30-second audio. We don't do the video aspect of it, but it's just 30-second, like an audio commercial that goes off on the radio. And we'll have different schedules that we'll work out with different people. Some of the agencies for bigger, companies like McDonald's, places like that, like your chain places, they'll send us, schedules for what they want to run and how they want to run it. Sometimes we'll negotiate with like a local advertiser and, come up with a package that suits them. They may want to do some Meade County football advertising. They may want to do some advertising during, one of the shows that we have, just general throughout the day while we're playing music and that sort of thing.
Can you explain to me all the room purpose, like what they're doing?
Yeah, so that's the production room right there. That's Les. He's getting ready to record his show. His show is actually voice tracked. He does the evenings from 6 to midnight, but it's pre-recorded, and so he's not actually, a lot of radios like this these days. We're very, very kind of unique in radio, in that we have got live disc jockeys still on the air. A lot of stations have gone to just, like what Les does, which is, during the evenings he'll voice track. So he'll have his whole show ready to roll, and then he can be at home, kicking back on the couch and listening to himself on the radio, which is kind of cool, but it's also cool to have the live aspect as well. So
yeah, I like live too, but I don't want to stay here all night.
Oh, I don't like
you want to see what I'm this is my show I'm working on right now. See, we have these. Actually, this is the 7 o'clock hour. Come out of the legal ID into my special thing there, play a song, talk, and play a song. That's a little sweeper. Play a few songs, talk here. Come out of that with, this will be a daily double. That's 2 in a row by one of your favorite artists. And each hour is, well, here's my show lined up right there. 6:15 This Week in Rock History, 6:25 Daily Double, Allman Brothers. And this has to do with what happened in rock history today.
Right. Oh.
But everybody has their own way of doing their show.
Right. So.
And you know, each day part, mornings, middays, and afternoons is split up different ways. I mean, the afternoon jukebox, you get all kinds of music. On Alex's show, you get all different kinds of music, and a talk show, Edgewise, with him and Chad Hobbs. Really, really cool stuff. And in the morning, we've got guys been here. How long Dave been here?
20, 30 years.
Yeah, and he does his own thing, and he's got all his own little features. So it's really, this is a very cool place to be because you actually get a lot of freedom. Now, I've worked in situations where it's pretty much all scripted. Read this here, do this here. And those can be very successful, and they can be boring. And so we get a chance to actually program our own show. That never happens anymore with corporate radio.
It's true.
And it's
true.
sad.
It is.
What's that Tom Petty song, The Last DJ?
Last DJ.
There goes The Last DJ. Go ahead and tell them about that song because it kind of fits for what we're doing here.
Yeah, what was
We're
the
the
guy's
last
name that he
DJs.
wrote that about? What's the guy that it
I don't
was a
remember.
particular DJ. Well, anyway, he wrote it about the last DJ. It's like he plays what he wants to play, says what he wants to say, and
right.
you know, like,
There goes your freedom of choice. There goes the last human voice. There goes the last DJ.
yeah, what
But
she
the
talking
last
about human
DJs
voice-
are alive and well here.
I'm
not
they're going to AI.
live, but
They're going to
Yeah.
AI DJs now.
Yeah.
AI
Yeah.
could do your whole show for you. But yeah, this is where
And
you
so
know.
that's the line. There goes the last human voice, because now you got AI.
Right, he
with
was
some of these
prophetic, wasn't
stations. Yeah, really.
Yeah.
Oh, Tom Petty was brilliant.
Yeah, but this is where we'll record shows if we're pre-recording shows. This is where we record all of our commercials. We produce
Yeah, those
everything.
commercials you all love so much. We created, right?
Yeah, the listener's favorite part of the broadcast.
Right,
really.
yeah. Well, they tune in for those
Commercials.
This is the main studio where we're on the air. That's Richard. He's doing the afternoon show right now, so he's over there looking at stuff to talk about on the radio. He's got his music playing right now. And everything is automated now. We don't do actual records. We don't do actual CDs or tapes or anything anymore. It's all automated in that system. So you're building a playlist like you would build a playlist on your phone or something like that,
Right.
which makes it easier, more convenient. But it's still really involved doing the show because you got to think of what you're going to talk about, when you're going to talk about it, how you're going to do everything. So that's kind of what he's doing in here. And then in the back, we won't take it back there because it's really loud. But
Right.
they got all of the transmitter and all of the equipment that basically keeps us on the air.
I want to thank you for allowing us to record the behind the scene for my project. I appreciate you telling me which each room to do, what's everyone's task, and it definitely does put a different perspective of how a radio station runs its stuff. When I was little, I always thought it was like really difficult because you're on a schedule, you're trying to make sure everything's going right, the audio is perfectly clear and everything, and I didn't realize how different it is now.
Yeah. Good deal. Well, we appreciate you.
Thank you.